Go. Please, yes.
Let's do it.
Please, I'm sorry to yell.
There's a game called Tweets, and
I will not do that.
Okay.
Go take a break.
Okay.
That episode was awful for you. What the is wrong with you? You're boring and arrogant. I don't know what she's like getting out of this, where she's got this like weird hostility. I have no idea. I don't know where it came from.
Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Drag Race gossip, secrets and drama. Today we're going to be looking at two of the most successful queens to come from the RuPaul's Drag Race franchise, Trixie and Katya. In this video we're going to be looking at how Trixie and Katya first rose to fame, why Trixie and Katya had a public falling out, some of the drama involving Trixie and Katya, and what the future looks like for them. All that and more coming up in today's video, so let's get started. How it all began. Trixie Mattel and Katya Zamolodchikova both competed on season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race in 2015 and placed 6th and 5th respectively. On the show, Trixie and Katya didn't have much interaction and many people assumed they weren't really that close. However, according to Trixie, the two of them became close after the show. But Trixie once said in an interview with Hello magazine that their friendship originally was, quote, tepid, barely a boil, a simmer that slowly rose to heat, but they then became best friends later on. The two of them then appeared together in a special edition of Fashion Photo Review in 2015, where they tooted and booted the looks that Raja and Raven had worn during Fashion Photo Review. The two of them clearly had great chemistry, and many people in the comments said that they needed to have their own show. This then happened a few months later in March of 2016 when Trixie and Katya appeared in their own show called on Wow Presents Plus and also on YouTube. The show involves Trixie and Katya talking about a variety of different topics while usually sharing funny stories about their lives, and the show became an instant hit, racking up millions of views. Now has been running for 8 seasons and has been nominated for 8 Streamy Awards, winning Unscripted Series in 2020. The show propelled Trixie and Katya to fame, and they even had their own TV spin-off of the show on Viceland in 2018, as well as an at-home version that happened during the 2020 pandemic lockdown. Since then, Trixie and Katya have gone on to tour together, written a book, and started a podcast as well as many other joint ventures. And Trixie and Katya are now two of the most famous queens to come from Drag Race, with over 6 million combined followers on Instagram. However, it has not always been plain sailing for Trixie and Katya, and the two of them had a dramatic fallout as a result of Katya's mental breakdown. Let's talk more about that now. And I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, Manscaped.com. I'm a big fan of Manscaped, and you've probably heard me talk about their products before, but they are the premium brand across the globe for men's grooming and hygiene products. Manscaped makes several products to keep yourself trim down there, but they also make products for up here, and that is what the Handyman is for. The Handyman is a compact and travel-friendly face shaver that gives you a quick, close shave, and its special foil shavers can knock down up to 3 days worth of growth and keep yourself looking nice and well trimmed. The Handyman has skin-safe technology which avoids nicks and cuts on the most sensitive regions of the body, and it's also waterproof, meaning that it's great to use in the shower. And what's more, if you use my code DRAGT at checkout at manscaped.com, you'll get 20% off your purchase of the Handyman. Just use the link in the description or in the pinned comment. And thanks again to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. The fallout of Trixie and Katya. By 2017, Trixie and Katya's careers had taken off, largely thanks to their show which had been going for 2 years by that point and had become very popular. However, with this newfound fame came a lot of stress, which put a lot of strain on their relationship, and in particular, Katya. As we know from Drag Race, Katya had previously been addicted to drugs and alcohol and was in recovery, and she had been very open about her struggles both on the show and off the show. Katya had become very popular with fans, largely because she was so open and genuine and shared her emotions freely, especially during many live streams where she talked about her struggles with addiction and relapsing. But there were growing concerns about Katya's erratic behaviour, and many people suspected that Katya had relapsed. In November 2017, Trixie and Katya started a spin-off of their popular show on Viceland called The Trixie and Katya Show, which premiered in November of 2017. However, partway through the series in January 2018, it was announced that Katya was taking a break from the show because she had relapsed and went into rehab, and Bob the Drag Queen took over as co-host for the rest of the series. There wasn't much public information given about the situation at the time. However, Katya did a live stream on the 16th of January 2018 where she talked in French. And Katya said, quote, "I'm tired, I'm exhausted, my brain doesn't work anymore because of the drugs, because of all the gigs, I need to take vacations like a normal person." Katya also talked more about the situation on Instagram where she said, "I'm not dying, I want to live. I'm a drug addict, but I'm sober today and yesterday and before, but I need to take a vacation because I want to survive like Gloria Gaynor." Later in March of 2018, Katya announced on Twitter that she was back from rehab and was seemingly doing better. Katya then appeared on the podcast Whimsically Volatile later that year, where she talked very frankly about her relapse on meth and had a, quote, complete total psychotic break from reality and couldn't tell what was real or not real. Katya also said that someone close to her filed a restraining order against Katya, and she admitted that she had hit, quote, rock bottom. Katya also said that she had experienced, quote, hallucinations, visions, auditory hallucinations in the form of God. This is what led to her checking herself into a rehab facility, which, quote, rocked her world, and she talked very openly about her road to recovery. And that was all of the information that we had at the time, and Trixie didn't really say that much about it at the time. However, in April of 2019, Trixie Mattel released a documentary called Moving Parts, which followed Trixie's life and career during that time. And it featured a lot of raw and unfiltered backstage moments, including her fallout with Katya. During one part of the documentary, they showed the behind-the-scenes moment during the taping of the Trixie and Katya show on Viceland, where Katya has an uncomfortable breakdown on set and walks off.
I'm having a hard time restraining myself because I don't want to lose touch with reality because I had a psychotic break and it's really stressing me out. I am absolutely about to unwrap it, and that's not funny to me.
There is then a moment where Trixie talks to Katya off camera, but they are still mic'd, and Katya said that she needs to be in rehab.
I just can't talk right now, and it's nothing personal. I don't understand what it is.
I can't tell what's helpful.
I don't know what's helpful. All I know is that I should be in rehab.
Trixie described this as, quote, stressful, and she also insinuated that she felt angry that Katya was negatively affecting a big opportunity for their careers. But Trixie also understood that Katya was going through a tough time, and it wasn't her fault because she was struggling with addiction. Trixie had already filmed All Stars 3 at this point, and it had begun airing during this time. And during Trixie's documentary, they showed a moment where Trixie received a nasty text message from Katya, who said that Trixie had humiliated herself during her poor Snatch Game performance on All Stars 3.
Katya, you just sent me a message that said, "You're about to kill your whole career. That episode was awful for you. What the f*** is wrong with you? You're boring and arrogant. The only two sins on television." I should have said that.
Katya was clearly struggling with addiction at the time, and it's assumed that her mental state was not in the best place when she wrote those messages. But Trixie and Katya appeared to have a falling out because of it, and there was a period of time where the two of them did not speak. However, they later seemed to reconcile, and Katya was featured at the end of Trixie's documentary, and the two of them seemed to be on good terms. Trixie later said that this was a very hard period of her life and that Katya had given her permission for the on-set breakdown to be shown in the documentary. On the podcast Shut Up Evan, Katya admitted that she and Trixie didn't speak for quite a while, but Katya said that Trixie, quote, taught me the real power and value of forgiveness, and Trixie, quote, just kind of waited it out and forgave me. Trixie and Katya then resumed filming their series of as well as their podcast The Bold and the Beautiful, and also many other projects, and the two of them seemed to be as close as ever. So it seems that this fallout was only short-lived. However, Trixie and Katya have had a few other dramas throughout their career, which we'll look at now. The dramas of Trixie and Katya. For the most part, Trixie and Katya are relatively drama-free and don't tend to get much criticism from fans, and they seem to be pretty universally liked by most other queens. However, over the years there have been a few small dramas that Trixie and Katya have been involved in. For example, in July 2018, a clip of Trixie from the Haters Roast resurfaced, and people accused Trixie of making a racially insensitive joke. For those of you who don't know, the Haters Roast is a comedy roast tour where queens from RuPaul's Drag Race tell roast jokes about each other. And a clip from Trixie's routine went viral after a joke that Trixie made about Latrice Royale.
You like this outfit? I couldn't decide what to wear. It's just like a cotton. Latrice picked it. Oh, is that too far, Denver? What, did you forget to invite your black friends tonight?
Several people accused Trixie of being racist, including Monroe Bergdorf, who is a British model who became the first transgender model to front a campaign for L'Oreal. At the time, Monroe tweeted a quote of someone who had defended Trixie's joke, and Monroe said, "Defending her from what? She's not being attacked, she's being held to account for racism. But in being defiant of that accountability, you're actively upholding what? Racism." And season 10 contestant The Vixen also vaguely tweeted about Trixie's joke, which was seen as a criticism, but The Vixen didn't seem to say any more about it. Trixie later responded to the criticism she was getting and said, "If you think drag queens apologise for jokes at a roast, you watch too much TV." And Latrice Royale herself also commented on the situation and said, "Stop telling me how to feel, I'm cool, and if I did have a problem, I wouldn't air out on social media. I am a hashtag queen, a true queen that is hashtag above the BS, and stop stirring the damn pot." Trixie also got a bit of criticism in 2019 when a video went viral on TikTok of a fan asking Trixie to say happy birthday to their friend Sarah, but Trixie said she had to go.
Say happy birthday to Sarah, please.
Oh, no, I just gotta go.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no problem. Have a nice day.
Yeah, sure.
And some people criticised Trixie for not being humble. However, most people defended Trixie. And on Twitter, the friend who was mentioned in the video, Sarah, even said, "Alright friends, I am Sarah from the video and Trixie don't owe me bleep. Y'all need to chill out." Then in September 2022, a TikTok user accused Trixie of using a clip of one of her videos in an insensitive way. The TikTok user, with the username African X Mormon, had put up a video of themselves on a crucifix, which was a protest against the Utah government who had deported her son. In response to this video, another TikTok user said that this was blasphemy, and the African X Mormon responded saying, "Yes, I am doing blasphemy."
Yes, I am doing blasphemy, yes.
The TikTok user then alleged that Trixie Mattel used the sound from her video in one of Trixie's comedy videos on TikTok and that it was insensitive. The TikTok user apparently messaged Trixie many times and asked her to take down the video, and there were also apparently multiple other comments that Trixie, quote, ignored on her video, saying that the sound she was using was insensitive. Trixie then seemingly deleted the video, but apparently never apologised for using the sound clip. However, many people said that Trixie probably didn't realise the backstory of that sound clip and it was most likely an innocent mistake. And this is a common issue on TikTok and other social media sites. Katya also got involved herself in a bit of drama with season 11 winner Evie Oddly in 2020 after some comments that Katya had made about Evie's outfit that she wore at DragCon. In Trixie and Katya's book, Trixie and Katya's Guide to Modern Womanhood, Katya said she was, quote, upset and unreasonably angry at Evie's outfit she wore to DragCon, which was a t-shirt dress which had a fake $100 price tag on it, and it said in green letters, quote, really expensive fashion. And Katya said in the book that Evie wasn't carrying herself with the, quote, prestige factor of a winner, and said that Evie needed to, quote, polish it up, and that Evie was, quote, trolling people with that outfit. Evie later responded on Twitter saying she disagreed with Katya and that her outfit was a statement against Drag Race fans who expect the queens to spend a lot of money. And in an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Evie said that it was, quote, messed up that Katya published a book that said, quote, why this one queen of colour is garbage and she doesn't look good. And Evie said that Katya doesn't realise how privileged she is and that queens of colour are treated much worse by the fandom than white queens. And several queens supported Evie, such as Nina West, Brooklyn Heights and Boa. And it appears that Katya later expressed regret over her comments, and during a live stream event to promote their book, Katya said that although she didn't like Evie's outfit, quote, she was making a statement, and I get that, it doesn't matter, but I don't want people to have bad feelings because of that. I don't think she needed to be singled out by name, so I feel bad. But that seemed to be the end of that, and there doesn't seem to be any other major dramas that Trixie and Katya have been involved in since then. The future for Trixie and Katya. Although Trixie and Katya have had a few rough patches during their career, they seem to be doing better than ever. And despite their brief falling out that they had in 2018, the two seem to be stronger than ever and have continued to build their careers. Their hit show has now been running for 8 seasons and is still incredibly popular with fans. The two of them completed a sold-out tour of 80-plus cities in 2023, and they are also involved in several other web series such as Netflix's I Like to Watch. Trixie started her own TV show in June of 2022 called Trixie Motel, where she renovated and reopened a motel in Palm Springs. And Katya, as well as several other Drag Race queens and other celebrities, were featured on the show. Trixie and Katya also launched their own Substack newsletter called Gooped, which ran until 2022. Their book also debuted number 2 on the New York Times bestseller list. And their careers show no sign of slowing down, and the two of them have become some of the most famous and prominent drag queens in modern history. And they seem to have left their past dramas behind them. So we'll have to see what the future holds for Trixie and Katya. So there you go, there was an overview of Trixie and Katya's career, their falling out and some of their past drama. Let me know what you think of Trixie and Katya in the comments, and whether you knew about any of this drama before. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to all of my amazing Patreon members. In the You're a Winner Baby tier, we have Emerald1508 and PC Smush, and then in the Shantae You Stay tier, we have Becky, Charlie, David, Emma, Kylie, Max, Tebby and Craig. Thank you all so much for your incredible ongoing support. It really does make such a massive difference to my channel and it allows me to keep making videos for you all, so thank you all so much. If you'd like to join my Patreon and get exclusive benefits such as early access to my videos, shoutouts in my videos, as well as priority access when submitting interview questions among other benefits, you can join my Patreon for just a few dollars a month to unlock these amazing benefits, and I'll put a link in the description. Please make sure you like, comment and share this video as it really helps support my channel. And of course, please make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay up to date about new uploads. Thanks for watching and I hope you'll join me again in future videos. Thank you, bye!